What's going on YouTube? Blue here from MCC, licensed massage therapist and certified personal trainer. And today what I wanted to talk about is the number one thing. I don't want to say the number one thing, but I'm making it to sound dramatic. That's going to hold you back in life. And it's basically a law. And the law is called the law of familiarity. Okay, so what does that mean? The law of familiarity is basically like our brains like to familiarize things. And what happens is when you start to familiarize something, you start to take it for granted and you start to get extremely bored with it. So let me give you an example. Let's talk tattoos for a second. And I have 4, okay? And all 4, out of the 4, 3 of them are like very motivational. It has motivational quotes on it. And what happens is when I was thinking of the tattoo to get, so for instance, I got this tattoo called, I don't know if you can see it, it says opportunity with wings on it. I have a chest piece that says never let your motivation fly away. I also have a Goku tattoo that says I am the hope of the universe. There's all these motivational quotes, right? Now what happens is when I was thinking about getting these tattoos, right? And as I was getting it, I was like, wow, this is gonna be the dopest thing ever. It's gonna remind me to be this certain way every time I look at it. I was super excited about the process, right? And then what happens is when I got it done, after about a day, I already started to plan my next tattoo. Now, this happened to me about 7 years ago. I haven't gotten a tattoo in 7 years, but when I first started getting them, every time I got a tattoo, it's like people would compliment me on like the tattoo because it was fresh, it was new. And then as soon as they would say something about it, I'm like, yeah, I'm planning on getting X, Y, and Z. And you tend to hear that with people who get tattoos. We start to already brush it off and think about what's the next tattoo we're going to get. Why is that? Because we got familiar with it. We already got it done. We're already taking our current tattoo for granted, right? So this also happens at work. You know, when you first get a new job or a new car or a new house, you're excited about it, and eventually what happens, it becomes familiar and then you start to take it for granted. Relationships is a huge one. So now for me, where this started to affect me the most was work. Was as a personal trainer, I had a bunch of lines ready. I used to script out stuff when I used to sell training. And I still sell training, but I had all these lines scripted out. And when I first started writing these lines and like, you know, if they said this, I would say that, I was excited about it. And it lasted for a good 3 to 4 months where I started to get I had so much energy, I was so confident about it. But what happened was after about, 6 months, I became familiar with it and it didn't have the same juice, and I couldn't figure out why I wasn't closing as many deals as it was. And I realized it was my energy. Like I just became too familiar with the lines to the point that every time I would try to pitch a deal, it would just come out flat. It would come out stale. So and once I found out about this law, the law of familiarity, I found it out in Tony Robbins' book, Awaken the Giant Within. I was like, whoa, this makes so much sense. So this also happens with a lot of, I guess, law of attraction techniques where they say visualize the life you want. Envision it. Every day, wake up in the morning and envision the day, basically you're putting a tattoo into your brain of the life you desire. And what happens is we're excited about it. We wake up every morning, we think about our future life, how amazing it's gonna look. And then we continuously do this for a couple of weeks, and what happens is it starts to lose its juice because the first few days you're feeling motivated, you're feeling amped up, you're feeling pumped, but it quickly starts to lose its juice. So what I suggest here is what I call the brain tattoo technique. Is every morning when you wake up, right? And again, try this out for, I'm suggesting a lot of stuff here, but I'm just trying to throw out as much content as possible. But every morning, like how would it feel if you already have a tattoo, if you woke up every day knowing you was gonna get a brand new, fresh tattoo? It'd probably feel fucking amazing. You probably look forward to it. So What I would suggest doing is setting a small tattoo on your brain of the day ahead. And what I mean is basically get up in the morning, right? For about 5 minutes, envision the perfect day for you. And every day when you have a vision, when you envision the day, it's like getting a brand new tattoo. You should be envisioning something different, something fresh. And it could just be something, it's just a simple visualization where you visualize, like literally change your brain into the vision you want. Like as if your brain was clay, and like start forming it and creating it. And every day the piece should be a little bit different so it fucking excites you, and get creative with it. Okay, so this will keep because we tend to just envision the end goal, the 5-year plan, what your life's gonna look like if you have the millions and millions of dollars. But for most of us who are living we're just living above our means right now, we don't need to do that right now. We need to envision what would be the perfect day today. What would be a fresh, brand new day? What would keep today exciting? So this is what I recommend, is get a tattoo daily on your brain, right? So envision something, if you wake up in the morning, envision the day as if it was the perfect day. And every day should be a brand new day, a fresh day. It should be a fresh tattoo. All right, guys, so I call it the brain tattoo technique, one day at a time. All right, if you liked the video, if you found it helpful, please give a like. Please subscribe if you see I'm getting better. And remember, guys, day by day, in every way, we are getting better and better. Peace.